Welcome back to Magic Tarot Cards. It's Jasmine. We're going to do a video on Kate. She's the Miss Pennsylvania. The young girl, 23, I believe, 22, 23 years old, that has disappeared from her job. She was working at an assisted living place and then clocked out, went with some person. What I've gathered from the clips, the news clips that I've seen, is that much, that she, supposedly there was someone that was stalking her, and then when she went to her job at 10 o'clock that night, she was only there for a little while, then clocked out and left. Now they're looking for this gold car that's got like a little crash site on the side, and then there's been a man that's a suspect named, now I can't get the name right, Keon or something like that. So the police have decided to turn this into a homicide case. That doesn't mean that she's dead, is what they said, but it means that they're hoping she's still alive. Okay, so I'm going to pull the cards here. I've been wanting to do this for a couple of days, but I have to wait till Spirit gives me the permission to do this when it involves this kind of case. Remember, I am a psychic medium. I'm not just on here pulling fake cards and reading mark cards and doing a bunch of crap. I am a psychic medium, and I work with Spirit here. Okay, so I always have to get their permission when I do other people. Remember, everything I say here is alleged. I have to say that only because of YouTube rules. But I am the truth, and I'm never wrong. Okay, in the 40 years plus I've done this, I've never been wrong. All right, so let's get to the reading. I want to ask about Kada and what really happened to her. Is she still alive? I do know that she was kidnapped. I believe she was kidnapped from this person. I believe that this person is a psycho. Because a normal person isn't going to do that. A normal person isn't going to just stalk you and, harass you every day. People that do stuff like that are mentally ill. They have mental issues. People that can't let things go, people that troll, people that bother you every day have mental issues. They really need medication, or they need to be locked up, or their brain needs to be evaluated or something like that. And there's a lot of people running around like that these days that have mental issues, that can't let things go, that don't know how to move on. Stalkers have no life. They watch you all day long. They want to be you. They try to steal your life, and just things like that. So this person they say they don't feel like he has mental issues, but I see that he does. I'm seeing someone here crying, sad, crying, depressed. I feel like that's her. Show me what's happened to Kada. 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 Is she still alive? Will they find her alive? Yeah. Okay. Show me what's happened to Kada. Are they going to find her body, or are they going to find her alive? There's one that just flipped. Show me what's happened to Kada. Tell me the truth. What's happened to Kada? See why it's flipped here. Thing in the reverse. Show me what's happened to Kada. What do you see for Kada? Okay, let me put these in order because they're getting out of order. There's already a lot here. What I can tell you right off the bat is this person was obsessed with her. This person was watching her. This person was stalking her page. Trying to contact her every day. Feel like this person threatened not only her, but the family, and threatened to kill the family. He's sending messages and telling her, if you don't come with me, I'm going to hurt your family. Okay, so I feel like that's why she left the job that day. He already had been in contact with her many times. All right, we're going to stop there because I can tell you a lot without cards. I am a psychic medium, so I don't always need a card to tell you what's going to happen. So, okay, with the first one, this is the King of Wands. This is the person that took her. This is the person that, this represents the person that took her. He had he was liking her. He had feelings for her only through, social media. He liked the way she looked, but he's crazy. He has something wrong with him. He has mental issues. The person that they have in custody is a person that already had kidnapped someone before. So they're thinking, they haven't said yet that this is him. But they're thinking that this is a person or he's a suspect, and they're looking for. But they've turned this into a homicide case because they have not been able to find her body or her, and it's been I think a week or so now that she's come missing, and this person is just out riding around. They caught up to him, and he's had this type of trouble before. I think he kidnapped someone before. Why is he out? That's what I'm saying. Why is he out? Okay, I feel like he put her in a place that she was locked up in the dark. This is when you're locked up in a dark place. See how the woman is crying in bed, crying, sad, depressed, locked up. It's dark. It can't see nothing because it's dark in that room. And they're swords mean confinement, restriction, confining, jail time, imprisoned, mental imprisonment. Okay, but it's in the reverse. So that means it's a passing nature, meaning that wherever she was, she might not be there no more. I feel like at first he had put her in a place like this. I'm seeing a box, like there was a box, maybe a box that looked like a coffin, or a box that he might have put her in. And then in this room, he put her in a room where she was confined in the dark, stuff like that. I feel like that he did something to her. Yeah, very dark energy, bad. I'm seeing a lot of bad here. I'm seeing that she had a lot of opportunities in her life. She always wanted to be Miss USA. She had she used to pray a lot. I'm seeing that she prayed a lot, and she seemed like she was just starting a new YouTube channel or some kind of channel, and then she then this happened. He had been in contact with her before on social media, kind of stalking her, telling her, I like you, I want to see you, this, that, and that. But of course she wouldn't answer, she wouldn't reply. And then he started stalking where she was, found out where she lived, things like that, and kept going by her place and things like that. And then he got to the point where he found out her phone number and then started texting her, calling her, and stuff like that. So it got to the point where it was pure harassment, stalking. And only a psychopath does that, y'all. You got to be a true psychopath to bother somebody every single day, calling, texting. That's a true psychopath. A person like that needs help. They need medication. They need to be locked up, and they just need help. People like that shouldn't be roaming around, doing whatever they want, because they are sick and they need help. They can hurt other people, and they just need help, So, yeah. So I'm seeing that he kept contacting her and stuff. And then I'm seeing that the last final day, he threatened her and he said, look, I'm going to hurt your family. If you don't come with me, today, I'm going to hurt your family. I'm either going to do away with your mom or your dad or something like that is what I'm hearing. And so she became afraid. She got afraid. So she had no choice but to go with this person, and then that's where she got kidnapped. She got napped. I'm hearing the word nap, kidnapped, napped, taken. Yeah. She had the whole world in her hands. She had the whole world in her hands. She had good luck. She had a lot of stability. She was a person that strived for the best, that for herself. She just wanted to rise to the top by high vibration. She was a high vibrational person. Why? Because she always strived for the best. She didn't worry about what other people were doing. She wasn't in anybody's business. She just worried about herself and her family and what she wanted out of her future. She didn't care about what other people had to say or do. She just wanted to do her, and that's a good thing, so she would make videos and post and stuff like that. She's very pretty, very beautiful woman, young lady, young girl. Yeah, so it got to the point where he was stalking her and made getting messages, made phone calls to her, text messages, threatening, till it got to the point where she, became afraid. And I do feel like she mentioned this to her family, but I don't feel like anybody took her serious. I don't feel like, they were like, well, You know, she's kind of famous, so yeah, she's going to have stalkers, she's going to have weirdos, you know, stuff like that. Just like me, I have people a few people, I've never really had a whole lot of stalkers, but I do have a few that want to be me. They're stalking, they text every day, call every day, just weirdos, you know, they don't have no life. They want my life, but you can't have my life. You know, and things like that. Those are the people you got to ignore and just, you know, get away from that type of person, because those people are psychopaths. They don't have a life. They sit at home all alone, all by themselves, and, you know, just on the internet constantly. You know, so those type of people are dangerous. They don't need to be out roaming around. They need to be locked up. All right. So I am seeing she had the world in her hands. I'm seeing this person wanted like the SCX from her, and I feel like he would message her things like that and tell her, you know, this is what I want to do to you. The text messages and stuff got worse and worse. You know, he would say weird things to her, you know, and almost threatening stuff like that. And of course, you know, she wouldn't answer. She didn't want that. And then she was trying to find some kind of medium peace in life, in between life. Like, I don't mean a medium like me, like a happy medium in her life, you know, between all this mess that was going on and then her life. She was trying to come apart from that, leave that situation behind, and just wanted her life and live her life. But this person continued to bother her, stalk her, things like that. Then here comes the message. The message came, you know, and said, look, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to do away with your family. I'm going to do something to them if you don't come with me. And I think that's when she made the drastic decision to, which was a huge mistake. But I feel like she felt she had no choice. I'm going to pull some more cards. I'm going to use a different deck to see if she's still living. I'm getting a horrible energy that she might not be living anymore. I feel like the police think that she's no longer living either, so they changed it to a homicide case instead, and just waiting to see if they find a body. This is a deck that someone gave me in the mail. I get a lot of decks that people mail me, my fans, my subscribers always mailing me gifts and stuff, and this one's quite cute. It's called let's see what this is called, the Mystic Soul Tarot deck. I think it's really cute. It's got the third eye there. It's really cute. I don't use a whole lot of other decks, you know, often, because the pictures aren't like what they should be. You know, there's a lot of color, but I can interpret any card because I've been doing this for a very long time. So let's see, is this woman, Kata, is she still alive? Is she living? Where they find her? How will they find her? What do you see? Oh, yeah. Look at that. 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords. Oh, my. So, the 5 of Swords is the person that took her. This person is aggressive, very aggressive. He likes to control with his power of aggression. And this is how he was controlling her with those words. They use words, power of aggression, to make you do what they want to do. And it was too much for her. She couldn't handle, you know, the situation anymore. And then the 6 of Swords is a person leaving. She tried to get away from this situation, but it was just too much. And so she became imprisoned. It was like a mental imprisonment for her, because this person was just constantly bothering her. And so she wasn't able to escape this person. I feel like she should have went more to the police. And yeah, she had money. She had a high potential of making money, her own money, becoming an entrepreneur. And then she also, there's a person here, King of Pentacles. This is someone that has money as well. This is someone that liked her. This is someone, not the kidnapper, but this is someone else that liked her, that was trying to, I don't know if she had a boyfriend or not, but this is someone that, someone that's had their own money, that liked her. What do you see as far as her, yeah, there he is again, Knight of Pentacles. Look at that. Okay, what do you see for her as far as them finding her? Will they find her? All right, the Hermit. There's too many cards here that fell. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Okay, this is an indication of death, the hangman, and it's in the upright. Whenever you get the hangman, that represents a person that has passed on and has crossed over to the other side. So I'm not going to say that this, I mean, this could mean a death card, and it could mean that this is what's already happened to her. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping not. Okay, but I'm leaning more towards yes than no because of this card here. This is when you go in towards the light. This person's done. They're done. Their life was ended. It ended, so they crossed to the other side. So I'm hoping to God that that is not what happened to her. That would be a horrible, horrible situation. But over there where they live, there's a lot of forest and stuff, and it could, her body could be anywhere. They could hide her anywhere, you know. I'm going to pull another deck and see what I get from one more deck. What did I do with it? Okay, so this is another deck that I'm about to pull. Someone from Israel, I think it was Israel, or God, I can't remember what country it was, sent me this deck here. I think I showed it in a video the other day. It's written in English, and then it's written in their country. So it's got half of English, United States, or the way we would do it, and then half of their country, the way they would do it. Okay, will they find her body? Will they find her body? Is she still living? This is what I want to know. Sometimes Spirit doesn't tell you that, you know, because you can't always predict death unless the Spirit wants you to know that. You know, only God knows those things. But, you know, you can get close. Four of Cups. This is where, okay, so Four of Cups is when he kept offering her stuff, kept calling her, offering her, and she was refusing that cup. She was like, it's like the one in the regular tarot where you're sitting under the tree and, you know, you're handing this person the cup of love, but they're saying, and she's saying, no, I don't want it. I don't want to talk to you. I'm not interested in you. You know, leave me alone. 10 of Wands. And then the Fool in the reverse. Yeah, so he was a fool. He was like the Fool, 10 of Fool in the reverse. 10 of Wands again. He wanted her. He wanted her bad. He wanted her. He was obsessed with her. Very obsessed with her. See, there's all the cups. That represents him. All the obsession that he had with her. Very obsessed with her. And he just got to the point where he said, okay, I'm going to take her. She's mine. I want her. Things like that. The Empress. This is the loss of a child. Okay, this could be pertaining to her. See, in the upright, this is a woman that's pregnant. Okay, but in the reverse, it means loss of a child. So it could mean, you know, in the law's eyes, she's still young. She's only 22, 23 years old. So it could mean her loss, you know, the loss of her. All right, parents lost her. It could mean something like that. It can sometimes represent a death card depending on the situation. Yeah, a lot of cups here. My goodness, this man was truly obsessed with her. A lot of swords and cups. He was a weirdo. He was a freak. He had every intentions of kidnapping her, taking her. Yeah, my gosh. Okay, so to answer that question, I did get the crossing over card. Meaning that someone has crossed over into the light. I'm not going to say yes and I'm not going to say no because I didn't get an actual death card here. So out of all the cards I pulled, I still did not get a death card. That one could be related to death. So I'm going to do another reading and maybe tomorrow and pull more cards and see. But in my opinion, which I rarely give my opinion, I do feel like she may be gone. Maybe gone. We're going to say maybe. Okay. We're going to leave it at that. And then we'll do another one. All right. Thanks for watching, y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Be careful with weirdos out there following you around, stalking you. Anyone that doesn't seem right to you, that's constantly got drama in their life, that's the type of people you need to stay away from. Because a normal person isn't going to have a lot of drama every day. A normal person is going to be a happy, living person. But if you notice people that constantly have drama and get mad real easy, constant drama, that's the type of people you need to stay away from. Those are the psychopaths. All right. So be careful. Watch your kids. Be careful out there. Be careful on social media, because a lot of freaks on social media too. Be careful who you answer to, who you talk to on social media, because you just never know. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.